Close attention to this footage. It was recorded on March 14, 2024, in Maplewood, Virginia. The camera is mounted on the rear patio of a private estate. It captures exactly 31 seconds of interaction. You see an elderly man, white hair confined to a wheelchair. Approaching him is a 35-year-old woman in navy blue scrubs. She walks from the back door, bends down, places a hand on his armrest, and kisses him. It isn't a quick peck on the cheek. It is tender. It is real. It lasts for 4 seconds. She straightens up, moves behind the chair, and pushes him back toward the safety of the house. At 6:35 p.m., they vanish from the camera's view. That grainy, silent clip is the last time Alicia Turner was ever seen alive. 11 days later, a distorted, anonymous voice calls the Maplewood Police Department. The message is brief. Riverside Warehouse, Unit 4B, there's a body. When detectives break the lock on the abandoned unit, they find Alicia. She is still wearing those navy scrubs. She had been dead for the entire 11 days the city was searching for her. The media played this as a tragic, random abduction. A caregiver in the wrong place at the wrong time. They were wrong. This wasn't about bad luck. This was about a revised will, a $2.5 million estate, and a family who paid $50,000 to erase the woman they believed was stealing their inheritance. To understand the murder, we have to go back 3 years. September 12, 2021. William Hargrove, 79 years old, is driving his sedan when he is T-boned by a pickup truck doing 50 miles per hour. William survives, but the cost is high. His vertebrae are shattered. He is paralyzed from the waist down permanently. William had 3 living relatives: his son, Bradley, 54, his daughter, Christine, 51, and his grandson, Tyler, 29. In the first month after the accident, the visits were frequent. By month 2, they slowed. By month 3, they stopped. Investigators later recovered William's journal. An entry from November 2021 reads, "My family vanished the moment I became a burden. I was only valuable when I could write checks." William spent his 80th birthday alone. Enter Alicia Turner, 32 years old, a former nursing student who dropped out to care for her dying mother. After her mother passed, Alicia joined Premier Care Services. She was their highest-rated aide, 4.9 stars across 47 families. When Alicia arrived at William's estate, he was a shell of a man. He wouldn't even look at her. But Alicia didn't give up. She asked him one simple question. "Mr. Hargrove, what is the one meal you'd make if you could stand in a kitchen again?" For the first time in months, William turned his head. "Homemade lasagna, my wife's recipe." 2 days later, Alicia brought the ingredients. She set everything at counter height so he could chop vegetables from his wheelchair. When they ate that night, William wept. It was the first time he had felt human since the crash. Over the next 2 years, the relationship shifted. It wasn't just patient and nurse. They bonded over Miles Davis records and poetry. She took him to parks where people saw him as a man, not a medical case. By 2023, the boundaries had blurred. They were falling in love. William confessed his feelings first. He told her, "I know I'm 82. I know this is insane. But I love you." The next morning, Alicia knelt by his wheelchair and replied, "I don't care what anyone thinks. I love you too." They kept it secret. They knew his family would never understand. And they were right. January 18th, 2024. Bradley Hargrove visits his father unannounced. His first visit in 8 months. He wasn't there to check on William. Phone records show Bradley was in severe debt and needed access to his inheritance early. Bradley walked in and saw them, holding hands, laughing, intimate. Bradley exploded. He accused Alicia of predatory behavior, of manipulating a senile old man. William's response was lethal. "You abandoned me for 3 years. Now you want to take away the only person who gives a damn? Get out." The family declared war.
We can't ignore this.
They
any
hired
longer.
private investigators
but how
to
do we
dig up
proceed?
dirt on Alicia. They found nothing. They tried to declare William mentally incompetent. Doctors ruled him completely lucid. So William made his move. On March 5, 2024, he revised his will. Bradley, cut from $1.5 million to $200,000. Christine, cut from $1.5 million to $200,000. Alicia Turner, sole beneficiary of the estate, valued at $2.5 million. But William made one fatal error. He didn't know that a paralegal at the law firm was Christine's college best friend. March 8th, the leak reaches the family. Panic sets in. They realize challenging the will in court could take years, and they would likely lose.
None.
Police later recovered deleted texts between the siblings. Bradley writes, "If something happens to her before Dad dies, the bequest is invalid." Christine replies, "What are you proposing?" Bradley, "I'm suggesting we make sure she isn't around to collect." Tyler, the grandson, used his former military connections to contact Vincent Cross and Ramon Silva, two men with violent histories. The price for Alicia's life? $50,000, half up front, half upon completion. Bank records show Bradley withdrew $25,000 in cash the very next day. The hit was calculated, surgical. For 3 days, Cross and Silva watched the house. They learned Alicia's schedule, her route, and her vehicle. This brings us back to March 14th, that kiss on the patio. Alicia has no idea that 3 blocks away, a white van is idling. She has no idea that Tyler has already texted the killers her license plate number. She kisses William. She walks out the door at 6:47 p.m. She has exactly 11 minutes to live. Alicia stops at a grocery store on her way home. She parks in the back, quiet, secluded. As she opens her trunk, the white van screeches up. Vincent Cross is 6 feet 2 inches, 220 pounds. Alicia is 5 feet 7 inches. The struggle lasts less than 30 seconds. A store employee hears a scream and sees a van speeding away, but doesn't call 911. When security finally checks the lot 40 minutes later, they find Alicia's car. Trunk open, purse on the ground, keys still in the ignition. By the time police are called, Alicia is already at the warehouse, Riverside Warehouse, Unit 4B. This is where the cruelty of the crime becomes unbearable. Vincent Cross didn't just kill her. He told her why. He told her that the family she had tried to make peace with had paid for her execution. At 7:45 p.m., 47 minutes after she was taken, Alicia Turner was strangled to death. For 11 days, the family played their part. They feigned concern. They provided alibis. But they made a mistake. When police found the body in Unit 4B, they ran a property check on the warehouse. It had been abandoned for 3 years. The owner of record? Hargrove Property Management, Bradley's company. They had murdered her in their own building. The evidence was overwhelming. DNA in the van, the text messages, the bank withdrawals, and of course, the warehouse ownership. Tyler, the grandson, broke first. In exchange for a plea deal, he testified against his father and aunt. He detailed the entire plot. During the trial, the prosecution played the 31-second clip of the kiss. The defense tried to paint Alicia as a manipulator. The video proved the opposite. The jury didn't see a con artist. They saw a woman in love. In October 2024, the verdicts came down. Bradley, Vincent, and Ramon, life without parole. Christine, 25 years. Tyler, life with the possibility of parole after 30 years. But the true tragedy lies in the aftermath. On the day of the sentencing, William Hargrove died of heart failure. His hospice nurse said that after the trial, he simply stopped speaking. His final words were, "I waited 82 years to find love, and my son took it away in 31 seconds. And the money? The $2.5 million that cost Alicia her life? Because Alicia died before William, The money would have technically reverted to the family. However, William had included a slayer rule clause. If any family member was convicted of a crime against Alicia, their inheritance was void. The entire estate, $3.2 million including the house, was donated to charity. The Hargrove family destroyed everything to get their hands on a fortune. In the end, they lost their freedom, they lost their father, and they didn't see a single dime. Alicia Turner did everything right. She showed compassion when no one else would, and for that, she paid the ultimate price.